Hi guys, this is Lachette back with my first week update of One Book July, and let's get started. This should be a fairly quick video because, oh boy, I have not done much of anything. To be honest, the first half of this week was dealing with a lot of editing issues from my first video, my setup or intro video for One Book July. And then, yeah, so just gonna take you through to show you what I did do first. Like the last video, I will show you my notebooks, and then I'll show you what happened with my digital planning in OneNote, and I'll add some other digital stuff at the end. These apps I use on my phone I'll show, so the screen will get a little smaller because it'll be screen share from my phone, but yeah, I have been slacking on using those, and I need to get back to it because they help with my productivity. So, going right into things, these are all the pens and stuff I'm using this month, and I just tuck them in here. So, this is my monthly log and my project page. Now, I must point out that this project page has stuff that I have been working on. Obviously, I've been doing One Book July videos, and I did the Summer Solstice Herbs blog post, and I did 2 videos, YouTube Pagans ABC, for letters H and I, so I can cross those off. And what else? I have been slacking on the 100 days of SMC journaling. If you follow me on Instagram, you can follow that hashtag in the links down below. Share YouTube videos and blog posts on Tumblr, which I still need to do. I have been searching for a part-time job. No, I haven't been to the beach yet. I have not called family and friends weekly, but I have been visiting them and talking to them a lot more often, like in person. That was more on their part than mine, so I'll just only partially done. This is what I have not been really working on. Following my morning and evening routines. Again, I don't know how well you can see this because it's in this bright ass neon, but that is really what keeps me productive, and I've only been partially doing them, so I hope in this next week to really get them done. Like evening routines, not at all. Morning routine, my miracle morning, somewhat. Definitely have not been cleaning 15 minutes every day or selling books on eBay or declutter. I have not called any vendors. Since starting One Book July, I have not created any new Book of Shadows grimoire pages in my spiritual journal, so there's nothing really to see in here that I didn't show you last time, unfortunately. Okay, so that's those projects, the ones I created on June 14th during the new moon in Gemini. The ongoing projects, like finishing my Bath Magic downloadable, making intention baths, I forgot what else. I have not been filling out my habit tracker, though I do have some tracking of that. Haven't been doing the timetable again. Affirmations I have been reading, and incoming expenses I need to fill in. I did yoga once this month, so there's that. My monthly vlog, this is the weekly page I started to set up. I can zoom in just a tad there so you can see that. But I didn't fill it in, so I didn't have a plan this week except to do the videos and the one blog post, which I did do. let's look at my daily pages. I don't know why that's in there. I am, so, July 1st, I was attempting to do like modern calligraphy, like brush lettering with this neon Sharpie, but, or not neon highlighter Sharpie, but it didn't come out quite exactly. So yeah. And I only have these days. The other days I actually have in my digital journal. And that happens. I will go back and put them in here and update them in my digital journal because it's important to me. But what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's redundant to do both, but it's helpful to me, or it would be if I was doing anything. So this system is not for everyone, and it might seem like it's not working right now, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not doing the best, I guess, mental health wise. So it was a slow week active wise. So let me pull out, let's switch to my computer screen so you can see that and my digital and project planning next. Well, here's my next week's setup in OneNote. Back to my, I just used, some extra stuff I found around the internet like last week. And this is last week's page, and I'm gonna kind of zoom in here by closing all the panes. So you can see how I listed my to-dos for each day. Sometimes I include the events, other times not. Sometimes I use just one text box for both the title of the day, and other times I used two separate ones for the title of the day and the to-do list. And I like using the check boxes, so when I finish my task, I finish my task. I check it off. But occasionally I will, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, migrate forward something to the next day. So I use the right arrow on my keyboard and press enter, and it creates this little image. And to be honest, I sometimes forget to use it. So just the empty boxes is enough for me to know that I didn't do that day. And I cross out stuff, I showed that already, but I cross out the things that are no longer relevant. So now my monthly log, I added in this little table here to show like the One Book July projects I'm working on, and I included the events and my mood and mood tracker and the habit tracker and the timetable. I didn't do anything with, I don't like the timetable, so I haven't fixed it basically. So the other thing I worked on was my project pages. I didn't do a lot, but I did consolidate. I realized I had some stuff all over the place, so I created these shop and products tabs, sections, and I pulled information from other pages in like my 2017 bullet journal and other stuff. But first I wanted to work on tracking my projects. I've seen this like project tracker in like paper bullet journals, so I wanted to give it a try. Very basic, 4 boxes, 25% each. So I'll fill them in once I feel like I've gotten that done. I just add this title and use the color system I've been working with this entire month in both my paper and digital bujo. Yellow's too bright for me to see, so I'm going with the pink. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm gonna move some stuff around that I found from other pages and sections here in OneNote from previous years about making the journals. Uh, and I'm gonna put the printable, downloadable stuff on its own page, since yeah, that should really be its own project page. So I just copy and pasted that stuff, that to-do list from this journals to sell page, and did that. And just copying stuff from old journals, old random note apps that I had in previous years, and just pasting them in here, putting in the titles so I remember like what these lists are. Many of these are just like off the top of my head, but it's helpful. You can use the search bar there at the top to find old stuff that you've made before, and yeah, just adding some page ideas to the list here. And one of the journal ideas that I really had been focusing in on this week mentally, to put that in on this page anyway, on this project page. And of course also copying and pasting the project tracker on to my other project this month, which is the Bath Magic download, which, if you haven't guessed, is a bigger project than just the individual herbal downloadables. So obviously I've already worked on this, so I'm just gonna put in the 25% already, shade that in. I just got 75% more to go, and that is what I've done in my digital bullet journal this week. Okay, now to show you what I use on my phone. So this is the OneNote app on my phone, and right now I'm showing you, my plans for digital planning, and what to show you. And two things. I use two apps to help me with planning and productivity, and well, three, I guess, with the OneNote app, but I don't normally count that. First, let's look at a time logger. So that's up here, and I'm currently recording this for YouTube video under my Scarlet Moon Creations business. So what you're seeing is all of the activities that I have created to track. So for example, no, okay. And this is what I've tracked so far today, which is not a lot, to be perfectly honest. Let's go. These are the types of activities. You can see a bar chart if necessary. Group them, put icons, make colors, all of that stuff, and or delete them. Another thing I like is this does reports and goals. So some of the goals I've made goals for my three major projects that I talked about. Making the Bath Magic download. So when you click on the goals, it shows you the last 10 days. Not much happening there. I put down that I want to reach the goal of an hour and 30 minutes a day, just working on this download. And I'll get an alert to let me know when I've reached that goal. And let's see, journal making, again, an hour a day. Just working on making various journals is my goal, and making herbal grimoire pages. I put 2 hours a week. It doesn't take me that long to make these pages, so no big deal. And just to show you, like, I can see previous month's activities, previous days. So let's go back. I think it was There's January. Some of the stuff I did within that month, or that week, I should say. And this shows you how I track. And then what's great is I can go through this and what's the word I'm looking for? If I forget to fill in my habit tracker, I can look back at this app and see what is what. Now this Focus Me is the second app I use. First, it will track my activity, what I've used on my phone throughout the day. And then there's plans, so you can set up plans. I have this plan, social media I call it. These are all the applications I have blocked on every day of the week and for the time. So this uses 24-hour time, so there's that. And I keep it pretty basic. And now this is the websites. No applications there, but here are some websites I block on, again, every day of the week, and those are the times I block them. So I can stop and edit these plans. I give myself 20 minutes a day. Ooh, clearly I messed up there. So I stop it so I can edit it. And let's just go with the next scheduled, next time limit, 20, yeah, okay, so I accidentally gave myself 20 hours a day, and I'm at 20 minutes, so, now you can set, like, a password to stop, but I haven't, and I have no end date, so that's the Focus Me app. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, well, that was it. Thank you for watching my week 1 update. Much shorter, as you can see, than my intro video. I hope to do better next week with following with my tracking and making progress on my projects. I hope you are cheer me on, I guess. I do hope you guys cheer me on. Part of the reason I do this is to get some momentum going. Well, yeah, thank you guys all for watching. You can subscribe to my channel so you can get notified for next week's update. And anything I mentioned is linked in the description down below. If you would like to check out my Etsy shop, that is linked in the description down below, as is my other social media channels. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching. Bye.